Hello everyone, I'm Tuco. Welcome back to another episode of the LTR Structures Reforged series. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Dalish Fortress. So here we have behind me the newly reminted and remade Reforged edition of the Fortress. And I suppose we'll just get right into it. Now for starters, there is only one way into this fortress, unlike the original one in which there are 3 entrances. One over here and then 2 along the side here. With this one, there's only one because, well, it's a little easier to defend only one entrance, and I think that'd be a lot better if there was just one entrance to a fortress like this. A lot better defensible. Also, for all the walls, I did make sure that it is actually a usable structure in terms of actual defense. So anywhere you position yourself, any enemy who tries to hide here, they will be able to. Well, people will be able to fire down arrows and basically rain hell down on their enemies from these little, I guess, like portholes or something like that. There's also some here as well because enemies can't get under there, so you can fire down there. I'm not sure if you can reach that with a pike. You might be able to actually reach down there. There's also one over here just in case you do get inside the fortress here. Now, there's also up here a nice little flag because I decided it looks a little bare just to have it, just a tower here. So I decided to add a nice little flag up here. It's not my best flag, but it'll do the trick. It looks all right. Anyway, so with this fortress, there are, as you can see, the 4 main towers on either side here, quite like the original one. I added a bit more detail with the roofs, making them a bit taller and a bit more interesting to look at rather than just a plain sort of face. Also with this, with these towers as well, you can actually fire from them. Unlike these ones, for some reason, they're just blocked up, so you can't actually use this for defense, which is definitely not wise in any sort of case. Also with the walls, a lot of details added in there, quite unlike this plain wall here. Just give it a bit more pop. Also indented quite a bit of the wall here. Just give it a bit more I guess design and detail as well. Also for the middle parts here, they are extended out simply because these ones were kind of special in how these looked. So I decided to kind of push these out a little ways. So there is a little bit more room here. I mean, maybe if you want, you place a little catapult or something here. I don't know. But definitely a lot more room to navigate over here. But with the rest of the walls, it is just a 1 block path, and the walls are high enough to actually hide an entire player, so you can actually get completely behind here and you are completely safe from any rain of arrows. Now, if we come inside the fortress here, there are two, I guess, what do I want to say? There are 2 gates. You have the wooden one and then the iron portcullis. Just give it a bit more defense, just in case they breach to the first wall or the first gate. There is a second one holding them back. Now, and once we come in the inside here, I added some floors. You know how I really like those detailed floors from the Harnor faction? Well, I decided to use them in the Dalish one as well, simply because they look absolutely amazing with the thatch floors, the barren dirt path there, and just some grass added in there as well. I did keep, however, the main, I guess, cobblestone walkway for the interior here. And instead of having a big tower with some fire in it for some reason, I mean, you can't even see it from the outside, so there really isn't much, much use for a fire tower, sort of signal tower in the middle of the fortress here, unless it was really big. But I decided instead to put a well here because you are going to need water for any sort of siege or any battle, so I did put a little well in there. Now, I guess we'll start with these little areas here. So here we have, like, I guess the kitchen area, and it looks like I forgot to block that up. There we go, that's better. But here we do have the kitchen. We have Dalish crafting bench. We got ourselves a furnace and a regular crafting bench as well, with some table space as well, if you want to put like some plates or mugs or barrels or anything like that. But over here we do have their stock of booze for the fortress, because I mean, a happy soldier is, I guess, a healthy soldier. A healthy soldier, I suppose. But they do have their supply here. And then also to our, I guess, to the right of the fortress, we have the barracks, or I guess the sleeping quarters of all the soldiers. There are 9 beds in total. So I guess you could have, let's see, about 27 soldiers. You know, you got 3 chefs. Yeah. But they also have their uniforms or armor here, as well as some weapons. And also to the left here, we also have again flanked with the armor and the weapons. But over here we have the small little blacksmith's area, because they are going to be needing repairs on their swords, all their weapons and armor. So I decided to put that in there, since every good fortress needs a blacksmith shop, of course, or not a blacksmith shop, but just a blacksmith. Just to get everything nicely repaired. And then over here we have the commander's house, or barracks, I suppose. We have ourselves a nice little closet for him, a desk to, I guess, write letters down or read a book or something. He also has his own personal supply, as well as a chest to keep all of his belongings, and a bed, a nice straw bed there. And then also, with each of these towers here, there's not a whole lot going on in what's interior here. It's just a way of getting up on the up here on the towers here, and also up here on the walls and fortifications. And there are 4 ladders on each of these towers, as you can see. And also for the lighting, I decided to use, instead of just placing the torches just on walls, I decided to use spruce here as the main wooden block for this structure. And so I decided to make some nice little, I guess, what do I want to call it? Maybe like some nice torch stands, I suppose, just to support them and add a bit more detail to this structure. And I do believe that does it for this episode of the LTR Structures Reforged series. I hope you guys liked this episode, and if you did, please be sure to hit that like button. And as always, God bless. I'll see you guys next time.